We'll say good morning. Today is a bright and sunny and beautiful Thursday. It is 7 a.m. on the 9th of November. So we are enjoying a beautiful day, the first beautiful day we probably had in about 2 weeks. And I won't say the last beautiful day. A lot of people are very worried about what's coming for the weekend. Things look a little better right now. The norther seems to be going more to the east. Winds don't look too bad for this weekend. There's still probably a 50-50 chance of some rain, but probably not a whole lot of rain. So that's good news. And all eyes are on next week as to what may form to our east. There's still some indication of a possibility of a tropical storm. Still very unlikely it'll come directly at us because of winds from the north that are pushing systems a little bit to the northeast. And so increase of rain probably first to middle of next week. But there's reason to believe that it won't be as bad as what we had last week or in our first norther. So let's get straight to the big board. And we're going to take a look, first of all, at our, well, there's our beginning card. Let's go straight here to our satellite image. We see clear skies overhead at 7 a.m. and we see some low clouds to our east, northeast. This seems to be heading towards the northwest. So during the middle of the day, we may pick up some of these clouds down here. No real danger of any rain today. So you can leave your umbrella at home for the first time in a long time. As we look at our radar, again, nothing around us. So let's talk about what the future holds. And let's go to the GFS forecast. Still forecasting clear skies for us today. As we get into the day tomorrow, our chances of rain are going to pick up a little bit, especially as the day goes on. I don't think there'll be a lot of rain tomorrow, but the chance of a scattered shower picks up in the afternoon and especially into the evening, probably about 40%, especially in the evening. As we get into Saturday and Sunday, you can see light green with dots of white. So generally what that means is some rain showers, but not a washout. So over the weekend, we're generally looking for a 50% chance of passing showers. Our winds will still be pretty good. Towards Sunday evening, there'll be a shift to the northeast, but still not very strong winds. And then as we go into Monday and Tuesday, here the GFS is picking up on some circulation off the coast of Nicaragua, and it is developing it towards midweek into something like a tropical storm, but moving it north over Jamaica and eastern Cuba, and bringing behind it some very dry air for next weekend. So if this happens, just as this is predicting, which is very unlikely, it would mean actually very nice weather for us next weekend. And then we see a subsequent norther coming in for 2 weeks from now. That's a long way away, so let's not worry about that. Let's talk about GFS rainfall as this model predicts. Keeps us dry through most of Friday. And it doesn't actually give us any rain for Friday evening, except maybe a little bit for Guanaja. As we go through Saturday, right at 1/4 of an inch for Saturday. And of course, that's not everywhere. So pretty light rain predicted for Saturday. As we go into Sunday, maybe a little bit more rain, giving us, especially on the east side, upwards of 1 inch. And then as we get into Monday, this is when this storm prediction is going to kick in, throwing moisture over the top of whatever system forms to our east and giving us better rains into next week. But you'll notice through, let's say, Thursday and even into Friday, we're only talking 3 inches of rain according to the GFS. That is nothing compared to what we've had in our past storms. So for that reason, the Atlantic 7-day tropical weather outlook, still not really buying the GFS scenario, still not buying the idea that there's any sort of danger of a tropical storm, at least with it forming within 7 days. I want to take a look here. Let's go back to the euro, because that's one of the ones that we consider one of the more believable storms or believable computer models. Again, we're pretty dry today. The Euro has us getting a little bit of shower activity tomorrow evening, scattered showers Saturday and Sunday. Trying to form a little something here as far as a low pressure system, not really succeeding very well, but we do see some waves of moisture coming over us Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, possibility of some heavy showers early next week. And as we look at the rainfall prediction that comes out of that, again, it has us dry, starting to get some showers late Friday in the Euro, perhaps 1/4 of an inch on Friday evening, Saturday, up to an inch of rain total. And then as we get through Sunday, into the 1.5 to 2 inch range total for the weekend. And then as we get into next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you'll notice the Euro gives us more rain than the GFS does. And the GFS is the one that's trying to create a tropical storm. But the Euro is saying, hey, no, there's not going to be a tropical storm. So there's not going to be a focus for that moisture. It's going to keep moving west and over us. So as we get into Friday, we have a total of 4 to 6 inches of rain for us. So in some ways, it would be good for us if a tropical storm formed to our east, because it would pull the moisture in and away from us. In other ways, it wouldn't be so good because it would give us choppy seas if you were planning on going on the seas next week. But speaking of going on the seas, as we go through the first part of the weekend, we're talking 2-foot seas, which is what we have now. I think right in here, we'd also see some 1-foot seas too. So good snorkeling weather through Friday and perhaps into Saturday morning. Chances of rain pick up here, a little bit of a northeast breeze, maybe putting seas up to 3 feet late on Sunday. But then as we get into early next week, still looking at 3-foot seas, moderate winds, northeasterly winds. And then a lot of this has to do with what happens over the weekend. So quite a bit of uncertainty in our forecast. Nice today, most of tomorrow, scattered showers Saturday and Sunday, switch to a northeast breeze Sunday evening, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, potential for some heavy showers. And of course, whatever showers we get, our roads are not dry yet. So they won't be dried up by 1 or 2 days of sunshine either. So get a little better, but then some rain potentially first of next week makes it a little worse. Keep your eye on the tropics to our east. That'll tell us a lot about our seas and our winds next week and how much rain we're going to get. All right, we thank you. We thank you, all our supporters and our sponsor, Rosita's Meat Market. And you guys have a good Thursday.